Alright, so we are back for another video, and today we're gonna check the CCA NRA. So this is another two-driver electrostat dynamic driver hybrid from KZ, CCA, and actually from the title of this video, I'm kind of liking this over the ZEX. So overall, and this might be a top 5 contender here in this channel, and we are gonna find out why in this video. And of course, we're gonna do a classic unboxing for today. 3 magnetic dynamic and also electrostatic driver as well. So we're getting 3.5mm jack, 0.75mm 2-pin connector, and also 20 to 40 kHz in terms of the frequency range. And you're getting that maybe typical packaging from a KZ. So the KZ ZEX is actually the first KZ that I have checked with an electrostat driver, and for the $30 price range. Hopefully this is a bit better compared to the ZEX, because the ZEX I do find that the mids is a bit maybe laid back for my liking. So hopefully the CCA version is a bit better here. There you go, and you are getting that CCA right away, and this is your typical KZ packaging. Let's see what you are getting in the box. Actually, the size of this is maybe similar to the CSNs or the C10s as well, your multi-driver CCA counterparts. You're getting some silicone tips. So actually the cable is the new KZ cable. The more sleek cable. This is not your multi-core looking cable anymore. So the cable here maybe reminds me of the moondrops of the world. So this might be better, especially for those starting out in the hobby. But I think for enthusiasts, you might want to upgrade to maybe an 8-core cable or a 6-core Yin cable in the future. Let's check out what you are getting with the lobes itself. And yeah, from the get-go, the look of this, I would say, yeah, I do like the ZX over this one. The ZX for me looks a bit sleeker, more unique in terms of the overall look. So the ZX actually is one of the better looking KZ that I have checked. This is a more typical CCA look, but you are getting that maybe metal at the side. You're getting that see-through green design at the bottom. KZ CCA shape here. You don't have some fins here. So this might be breathable on the air, and this might be okay to wear on the ear here. So yeah, typical kind of shape. And also the connector as well is your typical KZ connector as well. In terms of the insertion, some KZs might be a bit deeper in the insertion over your NRAs. So this might be a bit comfortable to wear, but maybe less isolation here. But yeah, this is what you're gonna get. I would say typical looking CCA, not blown away by the build quality. All right, next, how does this sound? How is this better compared to the ZEX? So first, this is more of a clarity and focused IEM. And actually from the bass to the mids region, it's fairly neutral in presentation, which is the first time that I've seen something like that from CCA. And on top, you're getting that maybe triple horns at the top. Then you're getting as well with the ZEX. So yeah, for me, the vocal positioning here is gonna be better. The bass is gonna be more controlled because it's a flatter bass in the mix overall. So quite surprising here for a CCA. So moving to the sound, this is more of a musical monitor type of listen to the ear. So it's actually quite aggressive to listen to. So if you like a monitor, a musical type of listen, a lively type of listen, this is one of the more lively CCAs that I've listened to, because sometimes for CCAs it's a bit more toned down, a bit more relaxed in the mix. So this for those people who like some aggressiveness in their sound. It's a pretty smooth listen overall, because there's no BAs here. So it's a dynamic driver, electrostat as well. So quite smooth in the overall listen compared to your other BAs. Tonality is actually pretty good here, so was quite surprised about that. So for me, tonally, this is a bit better compared to your other BAs in this price range, and has pretty good micro detail as well. So actually the electrostat here is again in the middle of maybe a dynamic driver and also a BA as well. So you're getting some advantages in tonality, much like the dynamic driver. You're also getting some micro detail, much like the BA as well. So it's a kind of a balance between both here. So the advantage as well of the electrostat here is this is a bit more impactful to the ear. So there's a lot of maybe air moving towards your ear here, and it's gonna be more lively to listen to. So much like the Shure tapes, the more expensive ones in that regard. So you're getting the maybe impactfulness, liveliness in the overall sound here than you are not getting with other drivers in this price range. However, as I mentioned in the ZEX, so the impactfulness, the liveliness here is not the same as your Shure tapes. Your more expensive electrostats, this a bit more toned down in that regard. So that is the difference in price that you are paying for here. So next, let's go to the measurements, guys. So from the bass region, you're actually getting a pretty flat graph going to around the mids region. But yeah, the sub bass is maybe 3 dB more recessed in the mix, but not that much. You're actually getting maybe a bit more mid bass elevation here, but still I would say fairly neutral to the mids, and it's the first time that I've seen something like this. So maybe the last time that I've seen this kind of tuning is from the CVJ CS8. and that is one of our top contenders here in this channel as well. And from the mids region, you're getting that maybe slight dip to around 3K, and then that is definitely a 4K peak there, and then after that it goes down to around 6K, and then after that you're going up to around 9K. This peak is similar to the CCA CSNs, but after that you're getting actually a 15K peak, a small peak there at the top, and the CCA CSNs doesn't have this peak compared to what you're getting with the ZEX. So both the ZEX and also the NRA has this peak on top. So not a super elevated 12K here anymore. This is a bit more controlled on top, but you're still getting ample extension on top here because of that 9K region. So we're getting still really good clarity here on top. All right, so going to other parts of the spectrum. So going to the base. So the base is actually quite impactful of a listen here. So it's more of a fun bass for me, more of an aggressive type of bass in the mix. But what I really like about this is, yes, it's substantial, but this is not overwhelming bass. This is not a super bassy pair. So maybe there's a touch of mid bass bleed there. But this is one of the more controlled basses that I've seen in this price range and from a CCA as well. So still the bass here will give you a bit better separation in this regard. And also in terms of the bass, there's some boom here. So reminds me a lot of a CCA bass. So this is not going to be the most technically capable bass here overall. Not the tightest bass that you can listen to, but the bass is gonna be quite substantial for a lot of people. Going to the mids, great vocal positioning. I would say this is one of the better parts of the spectrum for me. So yeah, the vocals for me have good clarity as well, so it's quite revealing in the mix, and also still I would say natural tonality in the presentation overall. And also this is gonna be more revealing compared to the ZEX. So the ZEX that we have checked out before has I would say pretty laid back vocal, so it's now fixed with the NRA, so the positioning here is gonna be better, and the presentation to the ear as well quite clear in the mix. So for vocal heads, you will like the presentation here. However, one downside for me here is this has a bit of shoutiness in the vocal. So for those people who's sensitive to fatigue, who doesn't like some aggressiveness in the overall presentation, you might find that there's some hotness here in some vocal tracks, especially for those tracks maybe mixed to be a bit more aggressive than usual. So yeah, some people might find this a bit too hot for their own liking. So this for those people who's looking for an aggressive type of vocal in the mix. For me personally, yes, I do like it. It's more of a monitor type of presentation. Actually, for some monitoring, if you're gonna use this for some live monitoring and also maybe podcast monitoring as well, this will work really nicely for me because yeah, the vocals as well has some micro detail there. There's some raspiness in the vocals. Again, much like your BAs, you'll have a bit more micro detail here, especially in the vocal region, and that's definitely welcome for me. Going to the top end, it's quite energetic. Extended top end here. You're getting that 15K, you're getting that 9K in the mix, you're getting that 7K in the mix. So that triple horns at the top makes the extension really good here, and really energetic as well. So quite musical of a listen. So the strikes are really upfront, lively in the mix, and the air frequency as well very ample. So when listening to maybe some guitar tracks, jazz tracks, acoustic tracks, so the air frequencies will resolve that maybe picking technique, that maybe liveliness in maybe the violin bow, it will resolve it nicely for you. So again, for some guitar monitoring, this will work nicely as well. So very monitor type of top end for me. However, on the other side, there's still some splashiness in the cymbals for me. I would say not as bad compared to your other BAs, but it is still here. This is still not the fullest bodied cymbals that I've listened to. Stage for me above average, quite adequate. Separation, I would say not that good because you're getting that maybe smooth type of presentation because of that dynamic driver, and also electrostat as well. So your BA will still be better in terms of the tightness in the sound over your NRAs. Detail as well for me pretty good. So this is gonna be better compared to your usual dynamic drivers. So the new ones here, the micro detail is gonna be a bit better compared to that. But your BAs will still be better for me in terms of the micro detail, especially those multi-driver counterparts over the NRA. But I would say yes, this is kind of a nice balance between having pretty good detail and also pretty good tonality overall. So that's quite okay for me. Going to the C10s, we're going to compare this to other IEMs. So first, the low end is a bit more pronounced in the C10s. The C10s is a bit more fun type of IEM to listen to. A bit faster sound as well in the C10. So the micro detail, because of that 10 driver system, is going to be better in the C10s, especially on guitar tracks. So the guitar tracks that I've listened to in the C10s, it resolves the guitar distortion better compared to the NRAs. So the micro detail is going to be better there. The vocal positioning for me is better in the NRA because of that more forward mids. Top end has better body for me in the NRAs. So you're still getting that thinness in the cymbals in the C10s, and also more natural tonality for me in the NRA. So C10s versus the NRA, what do I like? So I actually like them both. They both perform differently in some tracks. So for tracks that needs a bit more micro detail, I would give it to the C10s and a bit more fun as well. For tracks that I like my vocals, I do like the NRAs. So for vocals, for instrumentals, I do like the C10s. So I kind of like them both. They both perform well in different tracks. So yeah, I'm surprising for the NRA on that because I do like my C10s. Going to the DB3s, the DB3s is also one of my favorites in the channel. So to be honest, in the ear, they have some similarities. They both have maybe elevated air frequencies on top. Very good vocal positioning as well. And still maybe substantial low end, but not overwhelming for both. So the low end in the DB3s for me are warmer with a bit more mid bass. The vocals is cleaner, a bit cleaner there because of that BA presentation. And overall, maybe tighter presentation in the DB3s. The NRAs has a more musical sound, a bit more aggressive sound, more impactful and lively. The bass is a bit more impactful as well in the overall presentations. So even if it doesn't have that maybe warmth of your DB3, the bass is going to be more impactful, more aggressive of a listen. So the vocals as well is a bit more revealing and a slightly better position for me in the mix. Less micro detail though, but still pretty good detail in the NRAs. So to be honest, the NRAs are giving the DB3s again a run for its money. So for some tracks, I prefer the DB3, and other tracks, the NRA, but I actually might give the edge to the NRA here overall over the DB3s because of the better vocal positioning. Alright, next, compared to the CSNs. Actually, the CSNs is one of my favorite hybrids under $20, and both of them are quite nice to the ear. Both of them nicely tuned for me. The CSNs has a more relaxed sound overall, more toned down, especially in the top end. The vocal positioning in the CSNs is a bit more toned down in the mix as well, and also it's a bit more clean in the presentation in the CSNs, given that BA type of presentation. The NRA is a touch more lively in the mix, a bit more aggressive sound, a bit more musical to listen to as well. The bass is going to be more impactful in the mix, and also the top end is a bit more aggressive as well, vocals more revealing. So they're actually quite different in the mix. So the CSNs is going to be more of a relaxed type of listen to the ear. The NRAs is going to be more aggressive, lively, musical in presentation. So for me, actually, the NRA is going to be more of a monitor, lively type of sound to the ear. CSN is going to be more relaxed, casual listening pair for me. For me, actually, both are top 5 contenders. So if you like a more aggressive, impactful sound, go for the NRAs. If you like a more relaxed sound, go for the CSNs. It will depend on your preferences here. So yeah, for me, I think for first-time buyers, maybe the NRAs can be your pick because it's going to be more lively. Going to be more fun of a listen for you. Maybe for those more experienced in the hobby, maybe the CSNs can work for you because of that more toned down top end with more relaxed sound as well. So yeah, both of them are nice to the ear. All right, next, compared to the brother, electrostat brother of the NRAs, the ZEX. So the ZEX is going to be more V-shaped. So the bass has a bit more boom there, a bit more warmth at the bottom end. Vocals recessed in the mix. Similarities as well in the top end because of that triple horns at the top. So overall, the presentation is similar for me. Both are musical of presentation, smooth in presentation as well, but the different tunings here. The ZEX is going to be more fun over your NRAs. It's going to be more V-shaped over your NRAs. However, yes, the vocals for me in the ZEX is one of my major issues. So I didn't like the vocal presentation in the ZEX. It's a bit more laid back for my liking. So now it's going to be fixed in the NRA. So here in this comparison, what do I like? So I do like the NRA over the ZEX. So I like that you have better vocal positioning, a bit more flat bass response here. And you're still getting the triple horns at the top, that ample air frequencies, so a bit better tuning for me. However, yes, for the ZX, you might still like it over the NRAs if you like more of a fun sound, if you like more of a V type of sound. But I think for most people, I will recommend the NRA over the ZEX. Right, so for the CCA NRAs, what do I think of it? Do I like it or not? So I actually like it overall. So tuning here reminds me of the CVJ CS8, which is part of our earphone awards as well. And maybe yes, one of my favorite hybrids as well in the $20 range. So I do like that you have pretty flat bass, nice vocal positioning, quite smooth of a listen. You're getting still some micro detail because of that electrostat, quite clear vocal presentation, and a bit more controlled top end compared to your other KZs. However, in the other side, there's some shoutiness here. There's some, maybe too much aggressiveness for some people. If you're gonna listen to this for a long listening session, this might not be the pick that you would want. So this reminds me of maybe some Bayer dynamics that I have. So a monitor type of listen. I can listen to them for a short amount of time, but for long listening sessions, they're not going to be my pick. Yeah, you can still tone down the aggressiveness here, maybe change the tips, or maybe pair this up with a warmer player as well, so that can work as well. So you can still tone the aggressiveness down, so it will be up to you on that. But yeah, overall for a hybrid, this is gonna be a top 5 contender in the channel, and yeah, I will recommend it for people who like a bit more musicality, aggressiveness in their sound. So that's my take with the CCA NRAs. So actually when I unboxed this, I was actually planning just a quick unboxing. But after looking at the signature and looking at how it sounds like when I first listened to them, I'm quite impressed with it. So actually that is what I'm gonna do in the future for top 5 contenders. I will do a more full review, but maybe for those who's just okay or just so in the overall presentation, I will make an unboxing of them. So I will detail the ones that I like more, and maybe do quicker unboxings in some IEMs so I can cover more IEMs, because I actually do have a lot of things to review here in this channel, and I would like to finish them all before the earphone awards. So that's our take for today. Of course, if you learned something, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next ZPult review. Bye bye.